Yeah, we've had a statement from Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president, who is always very vocal when it comes to speaking out. And in this statement, he said that he's shocked and saddened.
This is not acceptable anymore. We have to stop this. And we have to do whatever we can to stop this. A three-step process of the referee who can stop the game, interrupt the game, and ultimately even abandon the game. The disciplinary consequences will have to be a forfeit against the team who has been responsible for the abandonment of the game.
Yeah, let me read this to you. The IFAB rule on the VAR principle says if players stopped and been restarted, the referee may not undertake a review, in inverted commas, except for a case of mistaken identity or for a potential sending off offence relating to violent conduct. That's got to change. It's archaic. You're trying to operate technology with archaic rules that handcuff the process.
And I suppose, and I think as we were talking off air, there's almost this greater issue now of, and I must say, I'm not calling for an entire match to be replayed, say, but the match, they continue to play the game under the knowledge that this was wrong. But this, I suppose, just relays some of the understandable grievances that a lot more people have about it.
Howard Webb has got previous for that in terms of he's now the head of the PGMOL, and he's done that before, hasn't he?
It's come out on social media, actually, that when he was in America that happened, that he demanded a game replayed from the incident of the error. I suppose the only issue there is then, and I suppose this is why it's a credibility crisis, and that if we start having these discussions and suddenly get into a situation where every single decision is disputed, it's kind of the problem of the precedent. But it does show the sort of the mess this is.
The storm around officiating standards in English football has reached a boiling point after FIFA moved decisively in the wake of the controversial VAR incidents involving Arsenal, Manchester United, Brentford, and Wolverhampton Wanderers. What many fans initially dismissed as another week of Premier League debate has now escalated into a broader conversation about refereeing accountability, technological reliability, and the integrity of match outcomes. The flashpoint came after Arsenal supporters erupted over what they described as a VAR robbery during the heated clash with Manchester United. The decision in question, which saw a crucial call go against the Gunners, quickly went viral across social media, with pundits, former referees, and neutral fans weighing in. Many argued the VAR intervention failed to apply the laws of the game consistently, reigniting long-standing frustrations about how video review is implemented in England's top flight. FIFA's response has been notably firm, while the global governing body does not directly manage Premier League officiating. Sources indicate it has intensified oversight discussions with domestic refereeing bodies following a string of high-profile controversies this season. The concern is not just one isolated mistake, but a pattern of decisions across multiple fixtures, including matches involving Brentford and Wolves, that have left clubs demanding greater transparency. At the heart of the issue is trust. VAR was introduced to eliminate clear and obvious errors, but critics argue the technology is now creating as many debates as it resolves. Arsenal's case has become the symbolic tipping point. Former players and analysts have pointed out that when fans, coaches, and even commentators cannot confidently predict how VAR will rule, the system risks undermining the very fairness it was meant to protect. Reports suggest FIFA is pushing for stricter evaluation protocols for referees involved in major VAR controversies. This could include enhanced performance reviews, additional training modules, and clearer communication standards between on-field officials and the video review booth. There is also growing momentum behind proposals to make VAR audio publicly available after matches, a move many believe would dramatically improve transparency. For Arsenal supporters, the frustration runs deeper than a single dropped result. Many feel there has been a pattern of marginal calls going against the club in big moments. Whether that perception is statistically supported or emotionally driven, the pressure it creates is very real. Football thrives on fine margins, and when those margins appear inconsistent, trust erodes quickly. Manchester United, Brentford, and Wolves have also found themselves entangled in recent refereeing debates, highlighting that the problem is league-wide rather than club-specific. Managers across the Premier League have become increasingly vocal, carefully choosing their words but clearly signalling dissatisfaction behind the scenes. The Professional Game Match Officials Limited, PGMOL, has already issued several clarifications this season, yet the volume of controversy suggests those measures have not fully calmed the waters. What happens next could be pivotal. If FIFA's push leads to meaningful structural changes, such as semi-automated offside expansion, faster review timelines, or greater post-match transparency, this moment may be remembered as the turning point that finally refined VAR's role in English football. If not, the noise will only grow louder. One thing is certain: the modern game operates under an unforgiving spotlight. Every frame is dissected, every decision replayed endlessly, and every perceived injustice amplified globally within seconds. For referees, the margin for error has never been smaller. For fans, patience has never been thinner. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on how officials respond and whether consistency improves in the matches ahead. Because in a league decided by the finest of margins, credibility is everything, and right now, the conversation around VAR is far from over.